taking a different pathway to the same point.
What I do is look at the different VALS levels of everyone in my room and try and differentiate activities in small groups to cater to all the students and their different learning needs. I also actually use blooms and gardeners' grids as well in my classrooms.
With the variety of students that we have at this school, I will extend those students that need extension. I'll be spending more time with those students that need more assistance, and also trying to focus in on their areas of interest. So if a project's not working for them, then we focus in and change the theme a bit to suit them.
It could be as basic as doing different questions from a range of questions we're doing from a textbook, say in maths or something like that.
Classic example is Tim down in the support centre. He comes down, we were doing straight textiles, now he wants to make a Spider-Man costume, so I do all the techniques so he can do the Spider-Man pattern on the costume and construct it from there.
Blooms I first found out a few years ago when I was working in Geelong. We were using it for a lot of our students. They were all well below expected level by about 4 years, so we needed something a bit more hands-on, so we devised a lot of blooms, gardeners, grids to develop a different range of learning activities that students could select from and use. So basically, from what I know, it's just a good way to differentiate tasks, find out students' knowledge and see if they can apply it in different ways rather than just always doing massive slabs of writing.
Well, we focus on remembering and we're reflecting on what they've done previously in their skills so then we can apply them to the current task. We analyse artworks and we also analyse their own artwork so we can do self-reflection and find out if that works for them as well. And we're always creating artworks in different forms and also in the textiles. They're creating.
Well, I attended the Blooms breakfast earlier on in the term, and I found it really useful. Not that I hadn't, heard of Blooms before and used it before, but it's always it's good to sort of re-energise those ideas. Sometimes, you know the theory, but it's great to actually come back and pick it up again and go, hang on a minute, am I actually doing it in practice? So for me, the thing I liked most about that breakfast from the SIT was that they handed us this great document, which I really like. And it essentially just breaks down the levels of blooms. But my favourite...
After attending the Blooms breakfast, I went back and looked at my planner for the Year 9 Discovery that I teach, and I looked at all the different activities and tried to align the verbs that I'd given it to where that would sit in blooms. So for the next unit that I'm going to teach, I'm going to be much more mindful of actually creating learning activities that do align to the Blooms taxonomy and to be able to move students through up to higher order thinking.
My favourite bit of it is that it has little verbs and starting points, so you can really use them to say, okay, my activities in my planning, what level are they actually? And it's got some really great starting points. So for me, I found that I'm conscious that I don't necessarily use create and evaluate as much as I should. And for me, it's another, tool in my little differentiation toolkit.